In the next round, only one secret is revealed, but it's a shocking one. Manabu announces that Yutori engaged in compensated dating, going on dates for money, in junior high. Yutori is very upset and accuses Shiho of revealing her secret, saying Shiho was the only one who knew. Shiho denies it, while Shai blurts out rude comments about Yutori selling her body. Tenji steps in, telling Shai to shut up and asking Yuichi to comfort Yutori. Manabu then explains the game's rules. Everyone gets a prize if someone reaches the goal. However, the first person to reach the goal will take on everyone else's debt accumulated during the game. He gives an example. If Shiho reached the goal now, she'd end up with huge debt after subtracting her prize money. Yutori, still very upset, tells Yuichi her side of the story. She explains that she desperately needed money because she was severely bullied in junior high. Her friends left her, and her teacher didn't help. She found that giving money to her bullies made them stop, and even be nice to her. She then explains how she started compensated dating to get money. She claims she never went that far, only let a man talk to her, take her to dinner, karaoke, and even cosplay photos, which she enjoyed. But when he wanted to touch her, she got scared and ran away. Manabu and the other students online don't believe her, making harsh comments. Yutori desperately pleads with Yuichi to believe her, saying she's still a virgin and will be all alone if he abandons her. Maria and Tsukino discuss virginity. Tsukino states that only immaculate or self-righteous people tend to judge others harshly for their filth or mistakes. She suggests that Yuichi's reaction will depend on how aware he is of his own imperfections. Yuichi then tells Yutori he doesn't care about her past and won't leave her, hinting at his own past struggles. Yutori feels comforted and says she can keep going as long as Yuichi stays with her. However, she still wants to stay away from Shiho, who continues to deny her involvement. Shiho tells Tenji that she knew about Yutori's secret, even before they started high school. She explains that she saw Yutori in a tough spot, surrounded by older students from another school. Shiho stepped in to protect her, but then she heard one of the older students say that Yutori would do anything for cash. This made Shiho worry, so she asked Yutori about it. Yutori admitted that she had been involved in compensated dating in junior high. Shiho decided not to dig deeper and promised to keep it a secret. She then asked Yutori to be friends, vowing never to break a promise to a friend. Tenji understands, reminding Shiho that she's always been honest and puts her friends first, and he believes her. They share a moment of understanding, acknowledging their long-standing friendship. Meanwhile, Maria and Tsukino are watching the events unfold, noting how messy everything is becoming. They realize that someone in the group is actively trying to break their friendships apart. Tsukino thinks the real goal of the game might be to destroy the bond between the five friends, not just to get them into debt. Maria then wonders if Shibe is the most suspicious, especially since he seemed jealous of the friendship between Yuichi and Shiho, and now he's acting distant. Tsukino agrees that Shibe, being wealthy, would likely value friendship and love over money. Maria then points to Tenji as the next most suspicious, suggesting he might have known about Shiho's feelings for Yuichi and her past plastic surgery, even if he didn't know about Yutori's compensated dating. However, Tsukino suggests someone even more suspicious, Shiho. Maria then realizes that Shiho knew about Yutori's dating, her own past relationship with Tenji, and her feelings for Yuichi. Tsukino confirms that it's possible to say bad things about yourself in the game, which would make Shiho the most suspicious. Despite all this, Maria thinks Yutori is the least likely suspect because of how upset she's been, hinting at the destruction of their relationships. The voice declares that it stole 2 million yen to make them break into pieces. The scene shifts to a flashback to a school day. Shiho is reminding her classmates about the class trip fee and trying to get them to quiet down during study time. Yuichi jokingly points out that Shiho is the loudest one. Shiho then has to go to the teacher's room, leaving her class trip fund's envelope unattended. In another part of the classroom flashback, Shibe is trying to copy math homework from a classmate, who suggests he ask Yuichi since they are friends. Shibe dismisses the idea, saying Yuichi has been working hard and shouldn't be disturbed. Then, another flashback shows Yutori accidentally bumping into someone, causes her fountain pen to fly, and cut the other person near the eye. Yutori apologizes profusely and worriedly suggests the person get treated to avoid a scar. The injured person calmly says it's okay and no one will notice. The mysterious voice returns, taunting Shibe about his reaction to Shiho's plastic surgery. It reveals that Shiho's surgery wasn't for looks, but to cover a scar she got in junior high, and only the speaker knows the truth. The voice then confesses that it wrote the badmouth card about Shiho's plastic surgery and knows all of their secrets because it was always watching and listening to their conversations, including private ones like Yutori's confession to Shiho. The perspective shifts back to Tenji, who is now internally echoing the word break. He maniacally thinks about how Shiho's relationships will break into pieces. He envisions himself comforting her when she's left alone, wondering how she'll react and what she'll say to him then, clearly enjoying the thought of her isolation and his subsequent comfort.